What's happening, ladies and gents, and all in between? Jason, my brother, how are you, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Welcome to CreatiVity Talking. Dude, it is so hot.
Oh, dude. Who are you telling?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You're in Ballsack, Carolina.
Yeah, man, the humidity is like
Yeah.
and then we're getting those afternoon monsoon thunderstorms, you know.
Oh yeah. Last night, so Paul comes over. There's a little fest here, so we went, saw a little bit of Tom Petty, tribute guy, and
cool.
Walked around, talked to some people, stopped by Johnny Blitz, and so we came back here, we jammed, he took off, and then, dude, I was doing something. Oh, I was watching a movie. Didn't hear anything, probably because I had the speakers cranked. But then I walk outside to get something for my car after the movie. Like, I think it was like my other pack of cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like limbs down. Like, you know what I mean? There's like, parts of trees in the yard, like, whoa.
Like, when'd that happen?
My rake's over there. My door to my shed's wide open. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And yeah, this happened the other day, dude.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Big old tornado nip.
Yeah, I heard you guys were having a little they were flirting with you again up there.
Yeah.
In the news. It's like six of them or something, right? I heard.
Yeah, it's in some in, I guess one in Lombard or whatever, and other towns. But yeah, so last week Paul came 4th of July. So I haven't shaved since like 3 days after 4th of July because it didn't hit yet.
Yeah.
But it was my first son, so I started peeling. And with the shaved head,
yeah,
it's not like you can shave your head when you're peeling.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
It's a mess.
That's the scruff look.
Yeah.
Normally in the summer I try to be, a little.
Well, I didn't do I skipped my head because I took a big chunk out of the back of it last time I shaved it, and it's still not completely healed. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, they wouldn't stop bleeding for anything, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, head wound, man.
Yeah. So
did this one time when I had first shaved, started shaving my head. It's like, I don't know, the 4th time I'm shaving my head, so like a couple weeks in. I must have got a defective razor blade, dude. Because I'm going, sing, and it goes, dude, a big Alfredo noodle, like this long.
Oh,
it's like, ah!
Welcome to the world of head shaving, right?
Yeah. People are like,
wow,
how do you shave your head? I'm like,
you're like with a chainsaw.
How do you shave your head? Yeah. I don't know. I grab a 6-piece chicken meal and with the razor, like a Bic razor. No, not a Bic fucking razor. I'm not a chick shaving her legs. Like, no,
right.
I use the quad blade on my noggin, the Mach 4, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
the green one.
Yeah, me too. Look at that.
Yeah, man. Dude, razors are expensive. There's no reason for razors to be that expensive.
No.
That must be like the revenge for like how much, women's underwear is. Because it's always like 3 times as much as dudes,
Yeah.
There's like, a tenth of the cloth used. Oh, that's $60. What? Yeah, what are the like the people in research and development just go like 60.
Yeah, that's a good round number.
Yeah. They'll pay it. Just put a label on it. Make it go viral. But yeah, so I'm drinking Gatorade out of my coffee cup today.
Nice.
I forgot to get coffee.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Oof. I normally don't. The way that my coffee schedule is, I normally don't run out on a Saturday. So I just assumed that,
Yeah, you were good.
Son of a. It's normally a Tuesday thing. But
well, you're stronger than me because I'd be like.
Oh, don't.
I'd be getting the grounds back out of the trash.
Dude, it's not like I don't have coffee. I just couldn't make any.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd be getting all the used grounds and like, come on, one more time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get some caffeine.
Right.
Caffeine, it's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
breakfast.
Totally.
So what's up, man? What have you been up to?
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Tunage is rocking.
Yeah.
We got some cool videos coming up for next week. Had some good ones for last week. And we have some new merch, ladies and gents. We have all kinds of goodies. We got 3 different color tunages, texts. We have 4. There's like a pink, purple, a blue, a yellow, and a red. And then we have, of course, horns up. And what does that say, Jason?
Keep listening.
There you go. You got to have Jason's brandy voice say it.
Right.
Keep listening. So, yeah, go out and grab some of those. And I was talking to Jason Wells on and off all day today.
Cool.
About
the show up there?
Yeah, Music Matters. Got some pretty cool shit lining up. He's doing a fantastic job. They just I sent him our merch thing. I'm like, hey man, use this company. Takes care of all that stuff. And so now they just launched the merch site for that.
Cool.
And of course, we're CreatiVity talking. Look how white those teeth are.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Right. So yeah, we have. What do you want to do? Tunage talk. Should we go through some of the? We have so many comments now. We literally we need a moderator so hopefully someone out there, if you want to help moderate the talk back, that would be great. Email us. Okay, so what am I looking for? I am looking for and Sheila E got her star on the Walk of Fame today.
Oh wow.
It's about time. There's no reason. I mean, long time coming. But they're distracting people with the because of the strike and shit.
Oh, the writer's strike. Yeah.
But hold on a second. Sorry, I'm turning.
Sheila E.
Yeah.
That takes me back.
Right. Dude, she's great.
Yeah.
And we'll probably have next week. We'll probably do a tunage with her because I found something.
She was a drummer too, right? If I remember
she still is.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Drummer, percussionist, singer.
I
mean, she never stopped. She's probably been busier the last 30 years than.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't realize.
Oh, Tito Fuentes and like all these guys, and she was doing a lot of Latin stuff as well as the dance type stuff here. Okay, what we got here? This is for Angelina Jordan. This is great reaction, guys. Angelina was 9 years, 2 months old when she recorded this track, and that's I Put a Spell on You. About Tom's Diner. Anime Kanakariat or AMK are kind of famous for making these kind of spontaneous, quote unquote, music sessions. Like this one, Can't Get Out of My Head with the Parcels, or Roxanne with Milky Chance, or Valerie, blah, blah. And they gave us a whole. You guys are cool for giving us they gave us like 8 different things to check out there.
Yeah, I love that too. Cause I mean, that's how you find out. I mean, there's so much out there nowadays. The odds of you stumbling on something yourself or,
Well, I mean, Alice told me about it, okay. Then it says, AMK has several collaborations with other bands, for example, Roxanne by the Police. And so like a bunch of people have told us to do Roxanne by Police. Okay. Tom's Diner, the song, before these guys did it, I disliked that song to an almost violent degree. I've made fun of that song for you. It's been running, but it just bothered me. And then I'm like, what? Then they're like, hey, why don't you listen to another song you most likely despise with every cell in your body, which is Roxanne by the Police. And not that it's not because of it's a bad song.
You just not your cup of tea.
No, after hearing it 25 million and a half times, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Right. And that was just in like whatever the year it came out,
Yeah.
That song was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I'll listen to it, and maybe we'll do that just to, have the pair of can you change my mind on this song too?
Right.
But absolutely. Hey, Richard Bourne says, hey guys, good evening. Welcome, brother. Welcome to the living room. Hey, Richard, what's your favorite band? But yeah, so you guys can talk live now to us during the show. Oh, we're now monetized. Sorry, the last two things have been taped. We're now monetized. And if the merch isn't underneath the video here on the YouTube, it will be by next week. But there'll be a link in the body where you can of the video where you can link out to the merchandise. And then there's super likes, and you can buy little bullshit icons or whatever. We'll come up with some like horns up and a troll. And maybe we can even have one of these here, and maybe we can even have one for Ralph.
There you
What's
go.
up, Ralph? So, and of course, look out for our CreatiVity Talkin alien weather balloons. I still think that's the funniest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so yeah. So apparently the new update on the iPhone. So I had that the picture of me being attacked by the alien.
Yeah.
And I'm holding it by its neck. Okay, so
Right.
so now you can do this thing within your iPhone, and it cuts it out, and I can put it on any background.
Nice.
So yeah, maybe we'll get V versus the aliens sooner than later.
Cool.
But which brings us to why CreatiVity has stopped in its tracks in Hollywood. And that is not the CreatiVity Talkin balloon, but that is due to the strike of the Writers Guild and the Actors Guild. And basically a lot of it revolves around AI, and which is pretty interesting. Like, well, chat GPS this, no pages without wages. And here's the deal, man. If you're writing for a major show, there's like several. Okay, if you're writing for a major show and you're on a writing staff, you should be able to live a decent living. You're in a 1% job. It's specific. You actually need a craft in order to do it. And there's no reason, we're not talking gajillionaires, but like the guy who won the award, one of the guys who won the award for best sitcom or whatever, he was on the writing staff, and he went up there and like he couldn't go to the after party, like he didn't have money to go out for dinner.
Wow.
Because and he had like $12 in his bank account. You know what I mean? And this is a guy who worked on a serise, so
when you
else has gone up.
So when you say that, that the AI thing is, a major component of that, have they been currently using that for a while now? I mean, because I've only just hearing about it recently.
You know how you see the there's a lot of like articles on, let's say, for Facebook, and you'll see 10 articles that maybe there's like 2 words changed in the headline, and it's from 10 different places, and it's slightly different.
I don't know.
It'll only have like a paragraph, like whatever. Ingve Malmsteen, cheats on his taxes. No, he doesn't. This is a hypothetical.
Yeah.
And then you read 4 or 5 of those, and what the,
Yeah.
And they say they're from different things. Well, they've been using AI for that for a while now.
Okay.
But like, there's a lot of people, like if they even see AI, like William Ray, from Ren and Stimpy fame, Harley Quinn animated on HBO. If he even sees you using, he just unfriends you. Yeah, people don't understand. Like AI, when it comes to the arts, that you're taking away, like what makes humans human is expression. And if you take the human out of humanity, you know what I mean? Like that art is important on all levels. And, so we have to go against and fight the machines. We can't have artificial intelligence taking over with Skynet. So yeah, there's a lot of, like buddies I know who do CGI. They're fucking freaking out because they're thinking it's going to take their jobs. And AI on top of it looks fucking creepy. It freaks me out. The artwork I've seen creeps me out. Yeah, like when you sent me the, hey, did you check out that video? And I said, no, because it was done with AI.
Right.
Like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not watching it because it was done with AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you didn't quite understand. I'm like, no, I'm like, think of,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want, and the other thing that's happened, like, for instance, is, they're doing a song featuring John Lennon, another Beatles song, using AI. You know what I mean? And that's just,
yeah.
And, other people like Drake, they've recorded songs by Drake. And so there's lawsuits going on because you can literally recreate. And a lot of it, what it winds up doing is just taking things from other things. And you can see that they've literally stolen the thing. So, but with, you don't want, oh, hey, let's, because here's the thing. Most of the producers are not creative producers. There's no reason to have 17, and they'll say, oh, yeah, because you want your job. There's no reason for 17, 25, 30 producers on a project. There's no reason.
Do they have that?
No problems, paying those guys,
yeah,
out the ass. But when it comes to the person who's actually creating the fucking thing, oh, well, you get, 4%. And this is Writers Guild, not non-union production. But usually what happens is the writer gets 4% of the budget, up to like 10 million, and then there's negotiations. So like if, or was it 100 million? I don't know. So anyway, so if you're doing a $10 million movie, which is a low budget movie, that's what, 400,000? Yeah, $400,000. And you go, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, no, because half of that's gone in taxes.
Yeah.
Then they have to pay their agent and everything else. That's one thing. But like the guys and girls doing like writing rooms, if they're making 1,800 to 2,500 to 3,800 a week, depending on what they're doing. But they're also paying $3,000 a month for rent.
Right. Yeah.
Or $2,500 a month for rent.
So,
yeah. Plus car payment and everything. It's like, when I was, doing it in the 90s, all through the 90s, I made great fucking money.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, all I have to do to make my monthly nut is work 4 days. And that covered everything else was extra.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I didn't want to work a lot, but I always worked.
Yeah.
If the phone rings,
you go.
Yeah.
Or else they stop calling.
Well, because it's feast or famine.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, when you were saying that, I was saying too, like, how many films do they get a year even? You know what I mean? You might get one, right? Some years.
Oh, that might be their only film that they get for 10 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So,
like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe they've been working on that script and they've rewritten it 25 times in the past 10 years. Then they finally sold it.
Sure.
So, that's all that time that they've spent on it, And if the movie is making, $100 million or, $200 million at the box office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like how, hey, we're a little short this week. No, they're making tons of money. You know, like when I worked for Disney, they're like, oh, you should be grateful. Yeah, because I was always freelance. They're like, you should be. Oh, well, you could say you work for Disney. I said, what do you fucking do? Pay me.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, I'm gonna go leave and do these commercials that are paying me 4 times the amount you are.
I'm starving. Where's my gratefulness?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
But and sometimes you do those jobs because you need the experience.
I mean, yeah, we did back in the day.
Don't need the, like, at that point, I'm like, look, I don't need any experience on this level of, like, I'm
right.
I took this because I could bring Ray along and give him his first job in the movie and like be around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, normally I wouldn't have taken that, but it was Tina Turner's movie. So,
oh, right on.
Of course I had to, but
yeah.
But there's some jobs you do that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what does it pay? It doesn't pay anything. Who's doing it? All right. That's a cool guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll do it for him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll come back around. Hey, he's got the thing. And now he's going to pay you more because you worked on the thing where he didn't have any money.
Yeah.
So it all works out, but
mm-hmm.
You can't, with no actors or no writers, you can't do anything. So everything's shut down.
So that town's like it's a ghost town right now, pretty much. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't promote. You can't even go to Comic-Con. So they can't even do like podcasts. So they're kind of in a weird place.
Yeah.
But here's what's interesting. I saw this. This has to do with the doing voiceovers. So the SAG-AFTRA strike announces a strike on the TV theatrical contract. As an avid member and a member of the voiceover community, what does this mean for you? So here's the type of voiceovers that fall under the strike. You can't do feature-length animated. You can't do any looping. No ADR and voice matching for TV or films. No trailers and no narration in a feature film. But what you can do, the type of voiceovers you still can do, is voiceovers, video games, interactive, dubbing, audiobooks, non-broadcast corporate narration, non-broadcast explainers, phone systems like, hi, you've reached AT&T. In-show narration for cable shows, TV basic cable animation, new media animation, promos, podcasts, and politicals. They can do podcasts. Okay. I thought maybe they could. Well, they can't promote. So, yeah. So, that's going to be interesting. And of course, the producers are crying poor.
Yeah.
There's also, it'd be nice if Netflix and these other streaming services actually published their viewer data, because that would change a lot. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, because what happened, they knew this was coming with the online and what they used to call interactive media. But the last time they went on strike, whatever it was, 10, 14 years ago, whatever, they kicked the can down the road. Oh, we'll deal with that later. People were pissed off, and there's people not making money.
Yeah.
Like when you have an artist for, like, let's take it on the music side, millions and millions and millions and millions of plays, and they make $1.26.
Yeah. It's awful.
Like there's something, there's a, huge disparity, and and it's not like all these bands that are signed now have physical media. Most of it's non-physical.
Right.
So it's not like, some big production cost, click save.
Right. I mean, like everybody will do like a limited run of vinyl or something like that, and that's great, but it's, they make a little bit of money, but
right.
Not enough to live on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, so yeah, Ma was in the hospital last week and she went back today. She just got home. They changed her meds again. Still got the monitor on her.
Right.
But
Yeah, hopefully that straightens out. Yeah.
Oh, so there's going to be a bunch of people flooding, thinking that, I'm not in the actors union, bruh. So I'll go be an actor, right? And they can put me in these big movies that shut down, bruh. Well, that's not the way it works because they're signatories. So you're going to have a lot of people rushing out to try to get signed, or, get agents or what, So here's the deal, folks. If they ever ask you for money to join their agency or pay money for headshots through them or purchase anything through them as a condition of being in there, run. They are not an agency, talent agency. They're a listing agency, which is different. And you might get some extra days, days is an extra here and there, but mostly they're bullshit. So you should never have to pay your agent. Your agent finds you work and takes a percentage. That's how that shit works. So don't fall for that, guys and girls. A lot of people don't know that. They go, oh, my daughter's going to be a star. It's only $3,500 and $99 a month. And $500 for headshots, and $400 for How to Act 101, and another $1,500 for How to Act 102, followed by How to Act 103 for an additional $2,500 if you act today. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it goes. I used to work at a talent agency, so that was fun. That was a great internship, dude. Loved it.
So Richard just said there was a guy by the name of Nico Cartozio who was asked to come to Abbey Road Studio to record his music. ARS is where a lot of the tracks for some of the great movies that we all know.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Legendary studio for sure, right?
Oh, Abbey Road for sure, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We were just talking, me and Paul were just talking about Beto. We were talking about Beto going to visiting the Holy Grail of Abbey Road Studios. And as you know, because we both watch it. You watch him too. Beto.
I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, the dude with the white hair, studio guy.
Oh, Rick Beato.
Yeah, Beato. Yeah.
I was thinking of that guy in Texas, that politician or something like that. I didn't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Rick. Yeah.
No, but I have been listening to.
So he did go to Abbey Road, right? I didn't watch it yet. Is it good?
What's that?
His interview, his thing for Abbey Road.
He was just him geeking out. Like I've seen so much about Abbey Road. You know what I mean? Like it feels like I've been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of great stuff on it, but. Yeah, great rooms. I mean, there's a reason why things sound a certain way, and you're never going to recreate that.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have the same density of concrete with the same dirt, with the same lime, with the same. Right. I mean, everything, figures into that, Yeah. Even the paint and the carpeting and, types of shit. But yeah, you're never going to get that. Yeah, and it's funny because they always reminded me of like hospital rooms.
Yeah.
Or big surgical rooms or whatever.
The story back in the day, and this is back when we were, the early 90s, we're doing the studio stuff, was that Prince at Paisley Park, he had one room in that place that he spent $1 million on like the four walls. You know what I mean? It had some sort of wood shipped in from, Africa or somewhere, real exotic stuff. And,
right. Yeah, I have to make it up there and check that place out.
Yeah.
But, I just couldn't deal with the dead room for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
More power to you. I guess that's part of being a knuckle dragger.
Right.
Being in the cave.
I loved it.
Even though this is called the Bat Cave because it's so fucking dark.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's hilarious. People like,
oh, you come out, yeah, you're like,
dude, this is like one of the darkest rooms ever. Like, I'm not kidding you.
Well, I was talking like, say, most studios too, control rooms. I mean, you'd be in there for hours and 12, 15 hours, and you come staggering out.
Right. I'm like, I wanted to control the light, but yeah, it's. I mean, you can see the color of my wall. It's, this is my, which is black, and that's really, really dark fucking gray.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Nice.
And then the yeller wall, that's the only yeller wall.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was up when I first started it, I was doing it a yellow wall, then I moved. So I'm like, fuck, I need a yellow wall. So I painted that one wall so I could do the show with the yellow wall, and the rest of the room's a different color.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Whatever, hey, it's your place, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, well, I had to switch it because like behind this camera here is the wall, and that was like deadening the sound. The other way, everything was going all the way down, 20 feet to the other side of the room. So
Right.
whatever. So how's it going? How's it going with you?
The usual, man. Just working.
Oh,
all I ever do.
Dude, before I forget, I found this thing on YouTube. And you know how you hear about these gigs that happened and you're always wondering like, oh man, it would be great if someone, recorded that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a couple of like copies of this thing floating around, but the quality was like shit. And this is from what I read.
Right.
And so I was aware that this gig had happened, but I didn't know someone taped it. So an audio guy, professional engineer, went through it and cleaned it up as best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can listen to Paul Butterfield Band with B.B. King and Jimi Hendrix.
Wow.
Hour and 10-minute show, dude.
No kidding.
And it's only like 6 songs.
Oh yeah, big jams going on there.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We were listening to part of it yesterday, but I was like, what?
Yeah. Of course, my brain. When I need it, it goes away. The Paul Butterfield Blues Band, the guitar player, famous guy, man. He was Mike Bloomfield. Yeah. Played with Dylan, and a lot of people.
He does. He would you? Yeah, I wasn't a big, I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's okay.
He's the right man for his times,
Yeah, I respect what he did for sure.
Great songwriter.
I used to work with his son, who was a commercial director.
Oh.
And we actually were over there one day shooting at his dad's house. So at Bob's house in Malibu. And so we were using like the balcony to look off into the ocean or whatever. And fucking Tom Petty and Bob Dylan walk out of the. Yeah, I'm on the air.
Okay, sorry about that.
You need something?
No, I just wondered if you're at the Elton John cover band concert. I'm gonna go back there backstage right now. Steve's got a rate of a bottle or whatever.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Sorry about that. Bye.
Oh, no worries. That's Seth checking in there from the fest. There's a Elton John tribute band.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm about to go back. So he was calling to see if I was done. I can go back.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 3-block walk from where the band is right now, and I'm good. But
right.
So, but he was, they had some great bands, here. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely. Did I finish the thought or no? Or you
said Petty and Dylan walked out.
Yeah. So Bob Dylan and Petty fucking walk out of the garage while we're unloading the trucks.
Nice.
And
was he like, get off my lawn?
No, I got the nod from Petty because like 4 months prior, I smoked a joint with him and my neighbor who did his lawn.
Nice.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. Hey.
Like, hey, man.
And it totally makes sense. Tom Petty and Bob Dylan playing together. Like nothing's really made more sense in a matching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they just naturally complement. But what are you gonna do?
Well, they did something together musically, right? Didn't they do?
They
did
the Traveling Wilburys.
Wilburys, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then Tom Petty's band backed up Dylan on a tour, I think, and then they backed up Neil Young on another tour.
Oh, okay. Nice. What do you got there? Some root beer?
It's my summer beer.
Oh,
Operon Bell's Brewing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like a what do you call it? Kind of like a Blue Moon, but better.
Yeah.
Higher alcohol content.
Nice.
More citrus flavor. But yeah, it's a good one.
Nice.
And when it gets hot, I can't really drink the bourbon.
Yeah.
And I'm cutting down on all that stuff anyway. No.
Yeah.
Well, the only time I drink it is on the podcast, but
yeah.
I can't
say the same, but Actually, I'm drinking water on the podcast. Go figure, right?
Oh, really? What, you run out?
Nah, I just started earlier today. You know.
Oh, gotcha. You had to gauge yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm good about that. I don't like to get,
Right. Well, yeah. Well, I'm on some edibles there.
Well, I say I'm good about that. Mostly good. You know, we had that one.
Right.
We had that one lost episode that I don't remember. I need to go back and watch.
The Bruce Willis one.
Yeah,
Dude, that is the funniest. That was the funniest you've been on the podcast. That was so hilarious.
I'm glad I was there. I don't know. Must have been a hard day at the office or something. You know?
Right. Yeah. So, so it's interesting. There's a lot of things bouncing around. So we made this like milestone thing to get monetized, and then you're able to do other stuff. So we'll see. And all the, you can any donation or subscription basically will go to make the show better. We'll probably get into some like skits and stuff once we start, bringing in some stuff, but at least it covers the bills for,
Vince will wear shorter skirts and all that.
Yeah. Get me a good nut tucker.
Get you a Brazilian. You can afford a good Brazilian.
Yeah, Brazilian. Like, can you imagine? I'm like, okay, I got an idea. Really? What's that? Okay, I'm gonna boil this fucking wax and pour it on your crotch.
Like, hear me out. So once we get it hot,
and it's $80,
and you're gonna scream a lot, but it's worth every $1.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Sign me up. Yeah,
why don't you just
I'm
take
in.
Torch. Dude, my grandma, for the hair on her arms, she used to fucking pass it over a candle.
Oh,
she'd burn her arm hairs off. It's fucking hilarious.
Is that like some ancient Bohawk shit, or?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, not like she had arms like yours, not like your fucking gorilla fucking Popeye arms.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'd need a couple candles for sure.
Right.
Let's see.
All the fucking road flare. Road flare.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Behind that is Jason's laboratory.
Right. It's the secret lab.
Oh yeah. So me and Paul walk up, and Paul, of course, is talking to these guys with they have table stuff and it's cutlery, really nice stuff. Mm-hmm. So Paul starts talking to them, and talk about the knives and all that stuff and what they did, and they're cutting leather and all this stuff. And the guy's like, "Oh, these guys are like mid-20s, and like, oh, and what kind of cook and what do you like to cook?" And right away, I'm like, meth.
Like,
we're using them to cook meth. But they didn't know whether to laugh or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you were serious.
Yeah. Say, oh, how much for these 4 steak knives? Well, $567.
You're like, can they cut through bone?
Yeah. But no, they're nice stuff. I love cutlery.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, but
no, I dig it too, yeah.
Yeah, I've got I bought a really nice set, and it's all black.
Mm-hmm.
The blade, the handles. Yeah.
Cool.
So that way, when the zombies come at night, they'll never see it coming. Just kidding. No, it's like black blades. That's cool.
Yeah.
Raw. But, let's go. Richard brings up Nico Caratosio because this composer wrote a song for Angelina Jordan.
Oh, right on.
Which is a Cal song for A, which he included on his Angela, which he included on his album. He recorded the instrumentals at ARS as she did vocals in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right on.
Totally. Yeah, and that's what's so cool about tunage, man. It's like we're getting this like education of because there's this one person's like, you guys should have like at least some kind of like, well, they're new. Why would we have any fucking knowledge of them if we didn't know who they were?
Yeah, we're seeing it for the first time. Like it goes from here.
and it's cool because it's like hanging out at a record store back in the day, and someone like Richard will come in and I'm like, hey man, here's this nugget. Oh, really? Cool. Because you made and then you go, oh, well, this band was recorded the same way with this thing, and then the next thing you know, each of you guys are picking up 5 different albums that you wouldn't have,
right?
Normally.
Yeah.
So, that whole thing has been pretty spectacular. But let's see here. Let's see. How does she make Elvis her own, you ask? We're talking about Angelina Jordan, sorry. You have no idea yet. And Angelina makes Elvis, Elton John, Adelaide, Screamin' Jay Hawkins, nice one. James Brown, Freddie Mercury, Etta James, nice one. The Mamas and the Papas, Frank Sinatra, Patsy Cline, and so many others on her own. I know you don't believe that now, but I believe it. Any genre, any age, 7 to now 17. Her arrangements, her old school vibes, her incredibly flexible voice will more often than not give you versions of iconic songs that you'll like better than the originals. Just start listening. Yeah, I mean, that's what's great about covers. And that's why I think people should stop calling them cover songs and start calling them standards. Because standards was just accepted, and I think cover songs cheapens it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, cover band? It's like, yeah, dude, would you say that to Frank Sinatra? Oh, cover band?
Yeah.
No. Oh, Mozart?
Yeah.
Right. No. Right on, man. I mean, that's what's great about music. It lives on. You want it to live on. Have other people and interpret it. But I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
If you close your eyes and don't see her, you'd think she was in her 50s or so. Oh, for sure. I mean, she's literally, like a totally seasoned vocalist that you would think someone like Etta James, like that was mentioned earlier.
Amazing voice.
Just unbelievable. I can't wait to see what she does over the next, however many years left I'm here. Stephen Schultz says, nice. Next, please take Roxanne by blah, blah, blah. You'll be thrilled. That's another song I don't like. But you know what? I'm going to give it a chance because they changed my mind on that song. Okay, here's another one. William Armstrong, 9008. Angelina Jordan is 9 years old. Oh, we already did that one. Sorry. That Michael Monk, the guy with the raspy voice, Henning May. Okay, that's the one thing I did. Is the singer of a band, Anna Mae Canderlet, which is in the first room, and the other guy is Frederick Rebbe of the singer of the band in the second room. Now the video makes sense to me, dude. I just thought they were walking around in a circle. I was paying attention to the singers and not the band.
Yeah.
My bad. All right, I'm going to watch it again so I can... Dude, thanks for pointing that out. That's what happens when you're old, man. Oh, and yes, they are from Germany. Dave Jenkins, damn, good night. If I can get that effing tune out of my head. Thanks, CreatiVity Talking.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave, hope you're doing well, man. Angelina is in very good hands, says Colin Huggins. And then Psychic Kings, my first time hearing of her. Thanks, guys. Love her Amy Winehouse vibes, but she definitely has her own thing going on all the way. Absolutely. So welcome, Psych Vikings. Charlie Miller, I appreciate you guys not being so stingy with nice things to say about my Angelina. Well, when talent's talent, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear it immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, Angelina was Sergeant Main Agreement. Okay, you guys. David Feldman 5150 says you guys might want to start a playlist for Angelina because she's got maybe over 200 songs and covers and originals.
Wow.
So it'll help us angels to know what to recommend and what we're already reacted to. All right. That's good. Yeah. I'll reply with that's a good idea. Let's see. Sounds like right off the Amy Winehouse album. It's an opinion. But let's see. Oh, she has already done the opening track for the song, and Mercy and all the voices are on it are Angelina Jordan's The Hating Game is the movie. So she already did some soundtrack work.
Okay.
But like, she would be great to even do like the Bond intro, That would be pretty cool. Once she's of age, of course. Nice job, guys. I have a recommendation for you. She wrote a song for her grandmother after she passed called Million Miles. It was released in the middle of COVID, so many people related to losing a loved one.
Sure.
Oh, of course, because we both did. It is a great song, and there are a few different videos of it. I suggest a live version she did in concert in Norway last summer. The sound and video quality are very good. You get to see how good she is live. She actually slows it down a little bit in the live version, and it's even more emotional, and it also takes a couple parts to another level. All right, yeah, we'll check that out. Thanks, Fran O'Keefe. Let's see. Oh, Andy Schnell, 58. I have tickets for Angelina's first public concert ever in the U.S. on September 22nd in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Awesome.
Angelina has only performed 4 public concerts since the pandemic began, so she is certainly not living on the road. When people purposely misconstrue what you say is really annoying. That's not what I said. What I said is I hope she has good people around her so she doesn't get burnt out because she's about to be everywhere. But anyway, her wise and loving family, in my opinion, has done a great job of allowing her childhood. Okay, we're coming from seeing people actually in the business getting chewed up. Doesn't matter how good your family is, people still have teeth. That's all we're saying. But Amy Winehouse vibe. I was kind of bitchy, huh?
Yeah, you were. You okay?
My mom's in the hospital today. Thank for a wonderful reaction. So amazing. Showstopper for sure. See her live is a must. Oh, absolutely. I think she's a brilliant performer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just hope that she doesn't get eaten alive. It's still stressful. People don't understand. Oh, well, you're traveling the world. Yeah. But there's a lot to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of questions, a lot of, whatever. But I just hope that that doesn't get to her is all we're basically saying. Anyway, let's see. Upgrades and then some grandfather. See, that's what Richard Bourne said.
Yeah, I think he was making a correction about what you were saying about this song. But you said grandmother, but I guess maybe the song.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just going from what people.
Yeah.
Text,
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they said. But yeah. So it's it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we've definitely gotten turned on to some great stuff.
Right. I mean, I worked with Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, and you can see what, you know what I mean? Like, there's stories out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying she didn't have anyone bad, but it would bum me out if that happened.
Yeah.
But, so what do we got next week for tunage? We have... What's going on? Oh, Monday Metal. We're going to have... Dude, my brain is fucking mush.
It happens.
Mm-hmm. Nita Strauss.
Oh, okay.
Featuring Chris Motionless. And then this week we have Bowling for Soup. Hello Anxiety song. Another Angelina Jordan, of course. And then Joe Bonamassa came out with dropped a new tune today or last night. And we'll do that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
Cool.
So what you got going for the rest of the weekend? You got anything going, or is it just work?
Nah, I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna be cooking. I got my my sons here.
They actually gave you a day off?
Yeah.
It's bastards.
Right. I'm back at it Monday morning though, but I'm gonna fire up the smoker and do some stuff, and that's about it.
You got a Jason's pick for this week?
Let me see. What have I been doing? Now my brain's turning to mush. Nothing on the music front. I'm doing what was the boy, I've done a couple books this week, and why can I think of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's it's a book called Tragedy and Hope 101. It's there was a book written in the 60s, I believe, called Tragedy and Hope, and it was having to do with globalist stuff,
Oh yeah.
origin story. So I've been doing that. That's interesting.
Right.
Taking you back to World War I era when things were, and what shook out, and what we thought it was and what it actually was, and
right.
So
what was it actually?
Well, it was just talking about this group and how they sort of were instrumental in placing Woodrow Wilson in office, and
right, the Rothschilds,
and then they got passed the Federal Reserve Act.
Oh yeah,
and income tax, and
no, I've read that book. Yeah.
So that's just I think that one, and then I did oh man. I don't know.
Not the Playboys.
Nah, I did a band bio, but I can't remember which.
Yeah.
It all runs together. The days sometimes
it goes together like grandma ding da ding da dong.
I'll have to look back at my Audible history and.
In your history.
Yeah. Oh, Alice in Chains. That's right. Yeah.
Nice. I guess you liked it.
It was good. Yeah.
Nice. Check this out. This is a picture I haven't seen before today.
Oh, B.B. King and Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
That. Wow.
Right?
Nice.
Totally. And here's me sending a picture to Jason. Look, I'm taking 2 pictures for the show.
I was like, all right, good job.
Oh, and here you go. This is show business.
Yeah.
Empty stacks.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he's playing through a combo in an ISO box, like, behind the stage.
Right.
Or a Kemper, you know what I mean? Probably a profiler. Which makes sense, when you're traveling.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. But, all right. You got anything else, Jason?
Nah.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone, for watching. We appreciate it. And go check out Tunage every WTH with your horns up. That's Tunage every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we have Monday Metal. And and then we have Saturday Night Live with the Vag. I'm V, and that's Jay. He puts the J in Vag.
That's such a good.
He puts the J in Vag. Anyway, so remember to give us a like, share if you'd want, subscribe, please, and we'll see you next time. And that's about it.
All right, then.
All right. See you later.